Sun and Moon. Sunrise 5:55 a.m. Sunset 6:23 p.m. Moonrise 8:03 a.m. Moonset 7:45 p.m. Tithi Lunar Day. Shukla Dvitiya, the second day of the Shukla Paksh, waxing moon, until 3:44 a.m. on 5th September, followed by Shukla Tritiya. Significance: Shukla Dvitiya is considered auspicious for beginning new projects, especially those related to growth and development. It's a favorable time for spiritual practices, ceremonies, and making important decisions. Nakshatra, lunar mansion. Hasta Nakshatra until 11:53 p.m., followed by Chitra Nakshatra. Hasta, known for its connection with creativity, skill, and handiwork, this nakshatra is favorable for tasks requiring dexterity, precision, and artistic expression. Chitra, associated with beauty, craftsmanship, and intellectual pursuits, this nakshatra is ideal for creative projects, artistic endeavors, and tasks that require sharp focus and innovation. Yoga. Sadhya Yoga until 9:57 p.m., followed by Shubha Yoga. Sadhya Yoga promotes success in tasks that require effort, dedication, and perseverance. Shubha Yoga, considered auspicious, it brings good fortune and success in all endeavors. Karana. Palva Karana until 9:39 a.m., followed by Kolva Karana until 9:44 p.m. and then Tatila Karana. Balva, auspicious for most activities, especially those related to growth and development. Kolva, suitable for social gatherings, partnerships, and cooperative ventures. Tatila, favorable for starting new projects and tasks that require a strong foundation. Paksh, Shukla Paksh, the bright fortnight of the lunar month, a period of growth, prosperity, and new beginnings. Samvatsara, Shaka Samvat 1946 Krodhi, Vikram Samvat 2081 Pingala, Gujarati Samvat 2080 Rakshas. Auspicious timings: Shubh Muhurt, Brahma Muhurta 4:24 a.m. to 5:12 a.m., ideal for meditation, spiritual practices, and self-reflection. Abhijit Muhurt 11:47 a.m. to 12:38 p.m., considered highly auspicious for important activities, decisions, and starting new ventures. Amrit Kalam 4:58 p.m. to 6:35 p.m., a favorable time for significant activities, ceremonies, and projects. Inauspicious timings: Dur Muhurtam, Rahu Kalam 12:19 p.m. to 1:54 p.m., avoid starting new ventures or significant tasks during this period. Yamaganda 7:30 a.m. to 9:05 a.m., best to avoid major activities during this period. Gulikai Kalam 10:40 a.m. to 12:15 p.m., not favorable for new ventures or important decisions. Durmuhurtham 11:45 a.m. to 12:36 p.m., avoid significant decisions or activities during this period. Planetary positions: Sun, Surya in Leo, Sinha; Moon, Chandra in Virgo, Kanya, transitioning from Hasta to Chitra nakshatras. Mars, Mangal in Taurus, Vrishbha; Mercury, Buddha in Leo, Sinha; Jupiter, Guru in Taurus, Vrishbha; Venus, Shukra in Leo, Sinha; Saturn, Shani in Aquarius, Kumbha; Rahu in Pisces, Meena; Ketu in Virgo, Kanya. Additional observations: Chandra Rashi, Moon sign, Virgo, Kanya, throughout the day. Disha Shur, direction to avoid for travel, North. Traditionally, it is advised to avoid traveling northward on this day. Season, Ritu, Varsha Ritu, monsoon season, the period of monsoons, bringing rain and cooling after the summer heat. Significance of the day: Wednesday, Budhavara ruled by Mercury, Buddha. This day is associated with communication, intellect, and trade. It is a good day for tasks that require analytical thinking, negotiations, and learning. Hasta Nakshatra favors creative, skilled, and detailed work, making it a good time for activities requiring precision and craftsmanship. Chitra Nakshatra ideal for artistic, intellectual, and innovative pursuits. Good and bad yogas. Good yoga, Shubha Yoga, is highly favorable, bringing success and fulfillment in various endeavors. Bad yoga, none. The day is considered highly auspicious with favorable yogas for most activities.